They don't have to rejigger their recipes. They don't have to learn how to season differently or cook differently or anything like that. We've made it so easy to create delicious food that's better for people and the planet. I mean, it's as simple as that.
I'm Adam Kaye, co-founder of the Spare Food Co.
And I'm Adam, co-founder, chief culinary officer at the Spare Food Co. I'm a chef by training. That I was culinary director and chef at Blue Hill restaurant, Blue Hill at Stone Barns in New York, working alongside Chef Dan Barber. Blue Hill restaurant is really, for the last 25 years, has been the kind of ground zero of sustainability and regenerative food and agriculture, and also happens to be a Michelin star restaurant. So I come out of that world and deeply immersed in the connection of food and agriculture and human health and environmental health.
I come out of mission-driven businesses. Most notable early on was a stint at Patagonia as they were doing the transition to organically grown cotton and reclaimed fleece. And I really learned at that point in time that business could be a force for good in the world, and it informed so much of my career between now and the start of the Spare Food Co.
First food product that was developed specifically for chefs working in large-scale operations, food service operations, was a product called Spare Starter. It's this veggie blend. Think of Spare Starter as something like a sofrito concept mixed with like a mirepoix, and it is a blend of 6 surplus vegetables, chopped up, minimally processed, very neutrally seasoned.
But it's really Adam as a chef working alongside chefs to create new products and learn from those chefs and teach those chefs and collaborate with them in order to actually come up with ideas for new products that are relevant, that are easily adoptable, and that have real value in their operations.
What became really interesting to us as we were working with chefs in these large-scale kitchens was understanding that the number one way that they were actually using Spare Starter was blending it with animal proteins, with ground animal proteins, as a way, again, to get more veggies in, but also as a way to reduce the carbon footprint of their menu by reducing the amount of meat that they were using. And people started making blended burgers out of it, where it got to the point that a very large food service company came to us and said, well, actually, it would be a hell of a lot easier if you could just make the patties for us, and we'll just purchase the preformed patties. Enter Spare Burger, both as the preformed 4-ounce patties, the quarter pounders, and also as a bulk blend, 70% grass-fed beef and 30% surplus vegetables, that the bulk blend really then can get used in any way you would be using it. It's a one-to-one replacement anywhere you're using ground beef. So in a meatloaf, a meatball, all those examples, tacos, enchiladas, and delicious. It's beef, and you wouldn't even know that you're eating little bits of veggies in there. It was a major labor savings. You're taking all that knife work out of the kitchen. It's a way for chefs to get more plants and veggies into their meals. It's a way for chefs to reduce the amount of trim and waste that they are producing in their kitchen, because again, we've captured all of that in the product itself. And it's also a way for these chefs working for these very large companies that have very publicly stated sustainability initiatives and goals, etc., to actually achieve those goals.
I think this idea of not giving lip service, but truly co-founded by a chef for chefs, is at the heart of the Spare Food Co. And I think you see that very much in the origin story of the Spare Burger.